It was Ask Arn Anything this week, and the internet came through. It was right here on this podcast last week that we talked about the New Day Feel the Power podcast, where Big E Langston talked about posting a picture on a dating app of Arn Anderson shirtless, ironing his shirt. Well, on Ask Arn Anything this week, multiple people wrote in and asked Arn if he had heard about this and what his thoughts were on this. Check it out.
Here's one that we got a lot. Tristan wants to know, does Arn know that Big E set up an online dating profile with his picture? And how much heat is that going to get Double A at home? Well, I'm pretty sure that Erin's not on any dating apps, so she didn't see it. But recently Big E revealed that he famously used your picture, ironing a shirt, I believe, as a dating profile and had a little fun with it. But he doesn't think he ever even told you. Have you heard about this story?
Absolutely not. So I'm ironing a shirt.
I think you were shirtless backstage, ironing one of your own shirts. He snapped a picture of you like a spy shot and set up a dating profile as you and never told you about it until just now.
Well, number one, I'm certain it went viral, which means Big E now is responsible for making all those ladies just miserable because they got turned down, obviously, because I am married for 30 some years, 38, I believe.
I was just to say it's close to 40 now.
Happily married for 38 years. So what Big E did was throw me out as bait and no cigar, but I've not heard of that.
I would love to see the messages he got though. Don't you?
Was he pretending for a moment that that was who was at the end of the rainbow?
Yeah, I think it's referred to in that world as catfishing. So instead of using his own photo and communicating with people as Big E, he was communicating as Marty Lundy.
Gotcha. And obviously them thinking that the voice and the picture was all in the same person.
I really hope that he was getting some messages from some ladies and they would be like, well, how are you doing? And he'd be like, well, I don't mean to brag, but toot my own horn, but toot, toot. I mean, I hope he used all your old lines.
Is it that gimmick infringement?
You know, Arn's got a great sense of humor. He didn't give a shit at all. He just kind of chuckled it off and is what it is, right? Arn also was asked about some stories from the road. And he told this great story about burping and blowing it in people's faces. And here's how that turned out for him. Check this out.
So Bobby and I used to have this little game we would play. It's called Burp and Blow. I would burp, blow on him. He would sell the piss out of it. He would sneak up on me, burp, blow it in my face. So we're going down the road about 70 miles an hour, and it's raining like hell. And I caught Bobby not paying attention. I leaned over and burped and blew in his face. And he whipped around and got a whiff of that and puked all over my chest. I mean, it was right on my chest. And man, I pulled over. And he hit it again. And now he puked in my lap. I'm pulling off the road. There's cars squealing all around us. Pull off the side, opened the door. I went to pull that shirt off. And as I pulled it over my head, I got another whiff of his puke. And now I puked all over the windshield. That set him off. Now he's puking in the floorboard. He's puking on the window beside him. He opens the door, falls out the right side. I'm on the left side. Now I got puke in my lap, puke, which was on the shirt, the front of my shirt, right below my chin. I threw it off. I pulled my Zubaz off. I'm naked on the side of Interstate 70, puking my guts out the door.
Can you imagine This was like that scene in How High where they smoke the dead body or whatever, and then they just start puking. That one kid just projectile vomits for like a half hour. That's what this was. This whole scene, Arn gets puked on his shirt, and then he's taking his shirt off, and he gets puke on his face, and puke in his manly chest hair, puke on the floor, puke on his shoes, then he pukes because the puke is gross. And we're just trapped in this car, moving down the freeway, people just burping in each other's faces and puking all over each other. It's fucking disgusting. And then Arn's naked, taking his clothes off and shit on the side of the road. Just another day in the wrestling business. This is what it's all about, people. This is what wrestling is all about. It's not about in the ring. It's not about tag, you're in. It's not about 1, 2, 3, getting the finish, hooking the leg. It's about puking in each other's faces on the road trip to the next town. That's what wrestling's about. You take the road trip with the boys, get a little gimmicked up, and you puke in each other's faces. That's how you live in the wrestling business. That's how it's supposed to be done. That's what Undertaker, my boy Mark, that's what he was talking about. He was saying that guys need to be puking on people's faces a little bit more in the wrestling business. Back in his day, guys used to puke all over each other all the time. Shove pencils up each other's asses and shit. Now they don't do that anymore. Times have changed. Undertaker looks down on that. Some people would say it's a good thing that people don't get pencils shoved up their asses or get puke in their faces. I think a little puke in your face is good. Especially if you got a beard, a little bit of it gets stuck in your beard. That shit's going to be on you. It's going to stick to you. It's going to be in you. You're going to smell it, and it's going to be in your essence, whether you take a shower or not. Well, you can take 5 showers. You're going to come out and you're going to still maybe want to puke again because, Jesus Christ, some dude just puked all over you. This might have been the most disgusting story I've ever heard in the wrestling business. Maybe more disgusting than X-Pac putting a turd on Mark Henry's sandwich. Probably more disgusting than Randy Orton shitting in a diva's purse, right? Puke in your face. Blech. Blech. You can check out the Arn podcast every single Tuesday, wherever Tuesdays are found. See what I did there? See how I spun it? Oh yeah, thanks for checking out the video. Yeah, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like it if you liked it. Yeah, you can check out full episodes each and every Sunday right here on the channel. Oh yeah, dig it.